Welcome to Long Distance PBA Players Perspective. I'm your host, Jeff Goodger, and today we'll be going through the 2019 Mark Roth Marshall Holman PBA Doubles Championship. And joining me to talk about this event, the champions, Matt Ogle and Sean Rash.
Hello.
Good evening, afternoon, morning. The second year bowling together with Matt. The first year we bowled together in Ohio, we were on different pairs. And then, which I don't think benefited anybody in the tournament itself. But then this year, we were able to bowl together and cross together throughout the whole time and just communicate. And that's what got us through qualifying, match play, and the television show. Just our communication between each other was was so good.
Yeah, pair to pair, just knowing what we saw each other saw. I mean, we could relate to that. I mean, we're pretty much playing the same part lane all week.
Nobody really expected you to get there. So did that kind of help you motivate yourselves to actually get there?
Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah. I mean, our motivation definitely helped throughout the whole week. I mean, I wanted to make a show. That's what we did. That's what we wanted to do. Proved a lot of people wrong. So,
yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that, proving the haters wrong. That was kind of my, theme through 2019. A lot of people thought I was done being injured over the last couple of years, and just coming back. For Matt, just a guy that bowls part-time on tour, doesn't get the credit he probably should. I think he would get a lot more if he bowled full-time and got used to the transitions and everything else. But, our communication and our friendship got us through a lot of the humps and hurdles through that week. And, we've grown. Unfortunately, 2020 wasn't as good as 2019, but, that's in the past. And it's one of those things that, for me, this was a show and a title that I'll never forget.
Absolutely, for me too as well. And then I feel like I sparked your year helping you win that doubles too. So
yeah, no, if it wasn't for that, I mean, going into the next week, a great week there too in Jones or in Lubbock. So it definitely was a spark for my 2019 year, one of my best years on tour. But that week in Oklahoma, I've had so much success in that building. And like Matt said, just the communication pair to pair and understanding what was going on. I would like to bowl in Shawnee, Oklahoma a lot more.
Yeah, and then outside of bowling, we had the same song playing every time we went to the bowling alley.
We won't tell everybody that one.
We can't do that.
Well, Matt probably already watched it a couple times today, so probably ready.
I watched it like 35 times. I watched it like 15 the first day it aired.
All right, well, you're going to watch it again right now. I'm going to get out of the way. You guys take it from here.
Matt, you know what to do?
Strike. That's what I was told to do. That's what I did. That first shot, oh man, I don't even remember what happened.
It was fast.
Yeah.
That first match, we're bowling Belmo and O'Neill, two of the best players on the PBA tour. And I just remember we told each other before we started the show, just take advantage of the opportunity and never look back. We were the underdogs the whole way.
Yeah. Biggest thing for me was to have fun and enjoy the match, whether we won or lost or was in the lead. So I just wanted to make that first experience amazing. And it was. I mean, we couldn't have done any better. A little worried about that one, huh?
Never. My record is high.
Your rev rate was like 470 or something.
So definitely a boost for us getting through the first match. This was the match of the TV show, in my opinion.
Yeah.
One of the things you told me was just keep repeating what we've been doing all week.
That was huge for me. And, I think I was a little more nervous this match, knowing that we had a pretty good chance, to get to the top. So, for you to tell me, keep your eyes down, stay slow, same process, that helps me a lot because sometimes I get ahead, I get anxious, and then everything goes crazy.
Family watching it. Yeah, both of them were saying, let's get a reroute.
One of the best moments of the match there, your dad telling your son what the heck was going on score-wise and everything else. I know Gavin can add, but
yeah, he had no idea that he was going to be on TV, and for me to be able to do all this in front of him was amazing. So this is where I need the double to move on in the match.
Yeah, it was huge because, Zach had just got up and thrown a double in front of us.
and talking a little smack that I didn't really hear until I watched the show, which is good.
I loved it. I thought it. Yeah, I knew I didn't have to throw the double, so
I probably should have had a better reaction for this. But anyway, I fell off on that shot. I just want to make sure I hit up on it pretty good, and I think I did. Fell off.
the best part about not having the reaction, though, Matt, was the fact that we still had 2 games to go. You know, you said a little
Stay calm.
Lose control. So, game 3, you know, one of our things that we told each other, no matter what happened, we were going to stay in the same lane throughout all the games and matches that show. So, I had only moved maybe a board left on that lane so far. I don't think you had moved but maybe 2 on the right lane and thrown it a little bit more over the front.
Yeah, not much. And, you know, for me, for us to stay on the same lane was big because, you know, everything happens so fast you don't really have time to make adjustments. You know, if you can stay where you're at on the same lane, you know, it's great. That helps a lot. So we got through that match.
Championship match, bowling 2 guys that are up-and-comers, Brad Miller, Kyle Sherman. Both at the time did not have a title. Kyle now has 1 with his doubles victory in the Lucy Bonneau. But
I think Brad Miller led the next 3 tournaments after this for a while. You know,
yeah, these guys were bowling really, really good.
Yeah, to be leaders of the tournament, that's huge. First shot.
I'm still not happy about that. I thought that was going to get, you know, 8 or 9, you know, fast 8 or a solid 9. But
yeah,
the best way to do it is the first frame.
Absolutely. Yeah. I thought you were going to make it for a minute. You know, and they also, too, what people may not notice is we had to change seats. They made us change seats as well.
In game 3, I remember Zach and Patrick wanted us to move sides. So I thought it was kind of funny, too. But, you know, a bunch of curveballs were thrown at us that week.
Yeah, didn't matter. We swung hard.
Yeah, we kept swinging and kept hitting them out of the park.
Yeah.
This might take a minute.
Yeah, that's all right.
Brad and Kyle definitely are not the fastest bowlers on tour. Great bowlers, but they are very deliberate.
And you know, I don't recall watching any of our opponent's shots, whether we were ahead or behind. I just wanted to keep to myself and you know, do our thing. I didn't want to put any more pressure on myself or make myself more nervous than I already was.
No, your head was down. You were focused.
Yeah.
I was more nervous than you were.
The cup wrist up at the top there, and then the elbow is going to bend a little bit, and then the open hand.
Nice form there. Pretty simple.
Here's his partner, Miller.
I think that was one of the key shots for us. Then not starting with a double out of the gates. You know, Brad.
Especially after you get that bad break with the 4.79.
And they took it a few steps further.
And these are both these guys' first shots on TV, if I'm not mistaken. So both make really good shots. And this kind of keeps us in the game early on.
Yeah.
Conversion rate for the 9-pin, almost 98%. Throws that one in. Both these guys from the state of Missouri.
Yeah, so now I'm nervous. Title match, first title, chance at it. You know, I'm nervous. Big deep breath here.
And you can see 2 of the best of all time sitting there in the background, front row seats, Marshall Holman on the left and Mr. Mark Roth on the right.
So impressed. Just so impressed with his antics today.
I just remember Mark keep telling me, get the job done, get the job done.
This could have jumped in his brain, and he nails all 10.
Now, you're not a traditional 2-hander because you don't slide.
No.
I say traditional 2-hander like there's so many of them, right?
Right. I think I'm going to try and work on sliding, but I haven't been able to bowl, so probably not doing that this year. So another strike for you. What did you make an adjustment off that 4.79 or?
Not much, you know, probably a half left. Tried to roll a little bit more.
Yeah.
that win.
Now you went from a pin up to a pin down ball, didn't you, throughout the matches? Is that right?
I don't know if I think I stayed with the same one that show.
Yeah, I don't remember.
The whole
I
time.
know you had 2 of them. We both had 2 of them up there. 2 spots.
Right. Just tried to make sure I rolled it, got it to tip end over end,
yeah,
and not lose traction. I can't hook it like these guys anymore.
And that one's a little wide.
5 boards, 6 boards right at target. That's a score.
How about just inside the
Lucky to get 6 there, I think. I think he was happy with 6.
Yeah, I'm thinking he was thinking 3 or maybe a gutter.
Gutter, yeah.
Gravity could have won that one.
Whoa. 2 great guys, too. I mean, they'll do anything for you. They got their own blog going on, YouTube channel.
Yeah, that thing's really taken off with their house. They did a really good job trying to keep people educated with what's going on tour and the young life.
That's a real nice recovery.
That's a good cover.
Not a spare I thought he was going to make, to be honest.
And I had no idea what he was shooting at because I wasn't watching. So
yeah, him and I are joking around right there. I don't think he knew to make that either.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Brad Miller. Sean's a better guy than you.
7 years pro. Yeah, both of them. I think both first show again.
You know I'm kidding.
Made great shots out of the to start the match, and then their next 2 were not the best, but both of them are going to win plenty on tour with the physical games these guys have.
Sure. A lot of 3.610s on the left lane throughout all the matches. Little left, and it's not going anywhere.
3.610, it is hit 80% of the time.
That was one of the things that I never saw because I stayed so straight and kept my hands in front of me.
Correct.
Lane easy front to back. These guys that were trying to curve it, you start with Belmo and then Zach. I'm trying to think. I think it was Lavery as well in the left lane.
Yeah.
They made that left lane from in really, really hard. So I knew if I could stay right and straighter throughout the match or through the whole tournament or TV show, I was going to have the advantage.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Too carefree? I think so, yeah. But also it's a good way to hide the jitters and move away from it. Look, I'd rather be smile and lose.
Nerves. I'm nervous. Still breathing hard.
Heart rate's up.
Heart rate's skyrocketing. Still made a decent shot.
Huge break there. That could have been 4 because it was definitely left to target. And
yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Every time he's looking at the pins, I feel like
last 4 to fall. 6, 10, 7, 4.
Yeah. That pumped me up right there when that happened.
Again, remember, the 5 seed started with an open frame from the vet Sean Rash. Since then, strikes.
I struck a lot the game before. Woo!
Another strike.
Right, almost got the 500 there. Must have taken my thumb out.
Here at Fire Lake Bowling Center. Thank you for your work all week here, Farrell.
Our good old friend Farrell Williams, great bowler in his own right.
Yeah, he was talking to me all week. Said he was living through me.
Yeah, he would love to be on the PBA tour. The guy's got a game, that's for sure. Led the U.S. Open at one point a few years back.
Yeah.
Popular choice for folks over at EBI.
Kyle gets back on track for the strike.
Yeah, we put the pressure on there after they made a couple of errant shots in the 3rd and 4th. Good rebound here from Kyle's miss right, the second shot on the right lane, but
it's amazing just how much different.
Yeah, they seem to be pretty calm. Like I said, I didn't pay any attention to anybody other than myself and you. So after watching it, 15 times the next day it aired, I realized what happened. Yeah, see, I'm not even watching. I just no reason to. I can't control what their ball is doing.
There you go, kid.
Good shot.
2 good shots there from Kyle and Brad. And here we are going to commercial break.
No commercial title match. Whoops.
Oh, yeah, no commercial break. Title match, forgot.
Yeah, got him.
You see in the right side of your screen,
My dad's adding the score up back there in the DVH show. He's
hanging out with Grandpa.
all over it. Still nervous. Deep breaths. Just like
Sure.
deep breath. Keep your eyes down. Same tempo.
You 4-pin here? 3-6-10.
3-6-10. The 3 to out. Yeah. It was just left again. Afraid to throw it to the right. Getting to that spot where I'm not comfortable. And I've actually gotten comfortable with it now over the last year since this tournament. So.
Well, a lot riding on the line, right? Halfway done.
Yeah, I mean, halfway there on a 4-bagger. Feel like I need to put a strike with it because I know you're not going to stop striking. You're lined up pretty good. Wasn't worried about the spare. Straight and hard.
And that's the last thing you want to have happen.
All right, good shot here. Come on. 13-pin match. Sean Rash.
I think my son actually might be laying down.
Yeah, he was wiped out. You guys, your family had a long travel day.
Yeah, so they actually the first plane they boarded, somebody was vaping, so they were getting ready to take off. They had to go back, get those people off. They flew to Dallas, missed their connector, so they got a car, drove 3 hours, and they got there like an hour right before the show. They had to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Perform everybody once.
Nice positions at the foul line.
Sean Rash. Simple.
I was definitely being nice to it that day.
Yeah.
Back a bit and just trying to
be
straight.
You had to be.
24-year-old Sherman.
Swisher there.
Yeah, and here they come, right? They're back in it. Game's pretty much tied, and this was the turning point of the match right here. This 8th frame.
Yeah. Look at my. They're trying to add the score up.
For a double and looking to make it 4 in a row for his team.
Yeah, so we're talking right here about what I'm going to do on the next shot. Obviously, you know what the move is. A little left, throw it slower. That's not usually what I do at home in league, so I really didn't know what to do. I just kept throwing it harder. I think Brad said he loved that shot. Lucky to get the 6 out.
Yeah, to me, that one got right pretty far down lane. I was actually surprised it made it as far back as it did. And then when I saw the 6-pin standing, I thought if he split, it was over.
Yeah.
And the 6 falls, and I take a huge breath, kind of like, wow, why can't we get a break kind of deal. But
and we did with that 4-pin.
We get one right there.
And then the 4-pin that he misses.
Loss of focus, that's all that can be.
Yeah, so
and a 4-pin, one of the easiest.
that was huge for them.
To convert.
They hit it at a 98% rate on the tour, Randy.
So there you go.
So I looked at the scoreboard here for the first time, I think, in 4 matches. I just wanted to put a strike up to give you a little less pressure.
Yeah, because if we strike here in the 8th and 9th, it's over.
Yeah.
And Miller, 220.
Unfortunately, we didn't do that.
No, I think I threw it a little bit too hard, got it to the right. Yeah, 2-pin. Just amped up, needed to slow down a little bit, got the rev rate up, but just had too much speed. It was in the right direction, down lane.
Lane's broken down to where it's forced him in, and he has to start to look for a little bit more shape down lane in order for him to be successful.
Apparently I can't head because I looked at the scoreboard more than I thought.
As you can see, that one was over 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, the crazy part was if we strike in the 8th and 9th, we shut them out. If we don't strike in the 8th and 9th, we can lose.
Sure.
And, you leave a light 2-pin there. And I throw one of the best shots I think I'd throw of the day. One of the things that you kept saying was just give me all you got.
Yeah.
And I kept telling you, one for you. This will give you the best shot I can.
I think you calmed me down more than you calmed yourself down. I don't think you calmed yourself down at all, but I was pretty relaxed. I mean, I trusted what we were talking about all week. So,
boom.
Stone 8. I mean, what do you do? Yeah, I was sick.
And neither did he.
That was the first Stone 8 of 2019. I left probably 30 of them on television last year. Couple versus Dom, couple versus Bill.
The PBA playoffs, yeah.
And then a couple during the PBA summer tour. I left plenty of those pins, but
how'd you feel when you left that 8-pin right there?
I felt like I let you down.
Well, I mean, nothing you can do. That was a great shot.
But we still had control. I mean,
Sure.
to a certain degree. You know, if they strike out, they force us to double again.
As Miller and Sherman step up.
But I felt pretty good that if we mark, we're all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we stayed clean pretty much the whole show, other than your 4-7-9 there, and I left the 1-2-10.
Yeah, we controlled the pocket and the lane front to back pretty good through the 4 games. Like I said, I think the biggest thing that helped us was, you know, staying on the same lane. Even practice before the show, we didn't even throw any other shots.
No.
There just was no reason to.
I think that helped us too, because the other teams were picking lanes back and forth. You know, they kept throwing shots on different lanes, trying to figure out which one they wanted, and we just got lined up on one lane.
Great shot by Kyle there in the 9th, and he's, you know, trying to reinforce his teammate. You know, deep breaths, nice good shot here. And
here he is in the 10th.
2 shots come to my mind more than anything for them that helped us was the solid 9 and the missed 4-pin.
Sure.
And that was all she wrote. So Brad never really had a good look on the left lane, and Kyle had the better look on the right lane.
And that's part of, you know, just blowing one game. You know, you get a few shots on the lane, but, you know, it's so fast, happens so fast, there's not much you can do about it if you're lost.
3-pin drop 96% of the time.
Yeah, we're watching this game in about 12, 13 minutes, but it feels like it's a blink of an eye.
Well, if Brad Miller strikes on this ball,
yeah,
Matt Ogle would
especially with no commercial break.
First shot to win his first ever PBA title. Title number 13 for Sean Rash.
Good finish, Brad.
Wow, he'd sure like that first shot.
Just so everybody knows, I didn't know what I needed. I just wanted to make sure that it hit the head pin, because I knew that all I needed, basically, in my mind, was a mark.
Yeah, you needed enough. You got enough, but
yeah,
it was probably the worst shot you threw the whole day on the TV show. But it was enough.
Yeah,
that's all that mattered.
That was terrible.
I just so many great shots through the show and through the week. I'll let you have one.
Yeah, this was bad. Left.
That could have been 5, 6.
And I'm over here adding the score up now, and then you turn around. What a moment that was. I'll never forget that as long as I live. My son's a little shy to be going up. I had no idea you were doing this. You know, you said make the spare, so I made the spare, and then tried to get the crowd riled up, and then I didn't even look in the crowd. Didn't look at my back. You
had no idea what was going on.
And then Randy talks about my eyes right here, I think. Yeah, he said I staring through his soul. Yeah, struck on the first shot and the last shot of the show. And then I lost it right here. That's what I always dreamed of. And for you to make that even better for me is to step back here is I have no words for it. I appreciate every minute of that. I couldn't have picked a better partner for the week to make that my first win.
Yeah, it was a dream come true for me to help you make one of your dreams come true, and for your family to be there.
Yeah.
You'll never forget it.
I won't. Me and my dad share a moment here. My mother passed away of leukemia in 2001, so it was for her.
Hey, there's a trophy. I see it.
What? Oh yeah, it's right here. That's us back there in the final moment.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate the PBA asking Matt and I to do this. This was, like I said, one of my most memorable PBA titles. Title number 14 there in Oklahoma, or 13 in Oklahoma. And to win with Matt, to get him his first, it got him into the Tournament of Champions, kind of solidified his deal with DV8 and everything else, and proved to him that he's one of the best out there and can compete on tour. It was, like I said, one of my top moments on my PBA career.
Yeah, I appreciate everything too. Winning that title gave me the extra confidence I needed to actually try and bowl full time. From January to April now, which is basically our full time tour. So it just elevated my confidence to make me feel like I could compete. And I'm learning every time I go out there. So I'm ready to go back.